So, in the last class, we were studying about the chapter The Earth's Landform. Now we are continuing our lesson, The Earth Landforms. Everybody open the page number 39 in their books. So, on the page 39, what is written over there? On the page number 39, the first line is saying that plateau. The word is plateau. Okay? It's plateau is a raised, flat, surfaced landform. Landform is just a land. It's just a form of a land. Okay, so it's a landform. It's just a form of land. It is appropriately known as a tableland. As you see, the table is always the flat. Table is always the flat. The flat means straight. There is no ups and down on that table, but there is a point. There is a point in it. The second point in it is it's known as a tableland or flat topped mountain. It's a tableland, but if you see the table is above the ground or same as the level of ground. Table is always above the ground because table is placed on a land. When we place the table is above the ground and table is flat over the top. In the same way, there is a mountain and that mountain is flat at the top. At the top, they are flat. How they look like, I had a picture for you so that everyone can see it. See, this is a picture of a plateau. This is a picture of a plateau. Okay, see, this is a mountain, but it is flat at the top. It's a flat topped mountain. Okay, so these are plateaus. These are mountains, but technically their name is plateau. Plateau means a mountain which is flat at the top. Okay, so plateau is a mountain which is flat at the top. Everybody understand what is plateau?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we are again going back to the page. The page is saying this, see, this is another picture of a plateau. In this is a mountain. The mountain is there, but it is flat over the top. So this is a plateau. This is a plateau. Plateau is a mountain. Plateau is a mountain which is flat at the top. Which is flat at the top. So which is flat at the top. Plateau vary in height. Vary means it depends. They are of different height from about 500 meters to thousands of meters above the surroundings. The area near them. Maybe they are 500 meters high. Maybe they are more high than the 500 meters. Some plateaus are unbroken. It means that they are unbroken and flat. Okay? Means they are solid, look like a solid mountain, while others have been eroded. Eroded means the word eroded means the destroyed by rain or wind, destroyed by rain or wind, destroyed by rain or wind. So, some of the plateaus destroyed by the rain and the wind. Okay, then some plateaus are unbroken and flat, while others are have been destroyed by rain or wind. See, by water and wind. The rain has a water. Okay, over millions of years to create distinct landform. The word distinct means different. Distinct landforms. When they are broken, they make the land ups and down, and they make different shapes. Over millions of years, a river will cut through and expose the rock layer of a plateau. Okay, normally how the plateaus forms over millions of years, a river will cut through and expose the rocks layer of a plateau. So in this way they are making it. The water will cut it down. The water will cut it down. Figure 4.7. If you see the figure 4.7, it shows the Grand Canyon plateau, which has been carved by the Colorado River. Okay, if you see this picture, this This plateau is made because of the river, and the name of the river is Colorado River. Okay, thus exposing the beautiful multi-layered rock. Plateaus are the most widespread landform. Widespread means spread on a large area. Spread on a large area covering 45% of the earth. So plateaus are covering the large area of earth. They are covering 45% of the earth land. Okay, you know very well. You know very well that our earth has a very less land, and in that very less land, the 45% area, the 45% area of that earth is covered with the plateaus. Two-third of the land area in Australia. It means that two-third area of the Australia is covered by the Western Plateau. Much of this plateau is more than 500 million years ago. So they are telling about the more than 50% area of the Australia, more than 50% area of Australia is covered by the Western Plateau. And these plateaus are more than 500 million years ago because water took much time to cut the mountain, or shape the mountain in this way. The word carved, the word carved means to cutting, to make in a shape. See, there's a word used, carved. Carved means like a cutting. The water cutting shaped the shaped the mountain in a specific way. If the mountain is shaped in this way that it is flat at the top, then it is called as the plateau. Plateau is a mountain, but that mountain is flat at the top. If someone say mountains are never be the flat at the top, yes, they can be. How? The plateaus are the example of those mountains who are flat at the top. So let's see the pictures once again. So this is a picture of a plateau. This is a mountain. It's a plateau. There are so many. Mohammad Disogi, there are so many. There are so many. Yes, Ahmad Abdul Latif, rain and water are not that much strong, but if one drop of water is continuously dropping on the stone for 5 years, 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, 100 years, millions years, so it will make a hole in that stone. Okay? Because for example, you pick the bag of 1 kg. Okay, and raise your hand. So can you pick the bag of 1 kg 1 hour? Okay. 2 hour? Okay. 3 hours? No. 4 hours? No. Can you pick the bag continuously for 24 hours? No. Why? Because the weight is same, but your hand will not load that weight that much time. So the drop of water continuously dropping on the stone will make a hole in that stone because of the pressure of continuous pressure. Okay. So yes, there are more than one. There are more than one. They are more than one. See, I told you it covers the 45% area of the earth. It covers 45% area of the earth. Mohammad Disogi asked a very good question. Mohammad Disogi asked that the Grand Canyon is in California. It's at so many places. The canyons are at so many places because the plateaus are at so many places because it covers the 45% area of the earth. So it means there are more than one plateau. Very good, Mohammad Disogi. Okay, so okay, the water question. That water is not strong enough. That question was asked by the Ahmad Abdul Latif. Okay, I answered this question because when the drop of water or the water continuously drops on any stone, any rock, any material, it will make a hole in it. So that's why the water cut down the bricks, cut down the rocks. Yes, exactly. Tashrik, you are right. Table Mountain is an example. Every table mountain is an example of a plateau. Every table mountain, whether it's in Africa or in any region of the world, it's a table mountain. It's a plateau. Yes, yes. USA is a United States of America. It's a United States. Yes, you are right. Mohammad Disogi, they said it's in USA. So, yes, in your book, they mentioned some of the things. Okay. They mention some of the thing. Yes, you are right. USA stands for United States in the America. Okay. So we see these pictures. Now we are moving towards the next paragraph of this page. Okay. So what does this page is saying? In China, now they are discussing about the China. In China, plateaus cover 25% of the land area. It means that if 100% land of China, the 25% land is covered with the plateaus. The Tibetan, the Tibetan plateau, the Tibetan. If anybody has any question, just send the question in the chat. Okay? Like Mohammad Isogi is sending the answer, Tashreeq is sending the answer, Ahmad Abdul Latif is sending the answer. If anybody has any question, just put the question in the chat. Okay? Okay. Someone, Yusuf. Yusuf, if you have any question, you can just put the question in the chat. Okay. So, in China, plateaus cover 25% of the land area. The Tibetan Plateau in China. The Tibetan Plateau in China, southwest region, is the highest and the most extensive. What is meant by the word extensive? The word extensive means that large. Okay, it means you used as a large. Okay, the word extensive here means extensive plateau means large plateau or the large area. So the Tibetan plateau, okay, Tibet, uh, see, this is an area of China. This is an area of China. It's a Tibet. Okay. The Tibetan plateau in the China southwest region is the highest and the most large plateau in the world. So the largest plateau in the world, where it is, it's in Tibet. Tibet. Okay. The Tibetan plateau. The Tibetan plateau. The Tibetan plateau is also known as the roof of the world. Why? Because it is the highest one. It is the highest one. For example, if I ask you this question, that what is what what is the name of the plateau known as the roof of the world? It's a Tibetan plateau. The Tibetan plateau also known as the roof of the world because it is very much highest and largest area. So, roof of the world has an average height of 5,000 meters. It has 40 mountains that rise above 8,000 meters and hundreds of mountains that are above 7,000 meters. So, see, they are saying that there are 100 of mountains are above 7,000 and less than 8,000, and 14 mountains are there, those who are greater than the 8,000 meters. The two highest mountains in the world, Mount Everest and Mount K2, are found here. The Yarlong Zangbao river runs across a plateau. The river run across the plateau, cutting a deep, narrow valley known as the Yarlong Zangbao Grand Canyon. So, how the plateaus formed? As I told you, it is made by the rain or the wind. So, they are saying the same thing, that the river is running across the plateau, cutting a deep, narrow valley. Okay, known as a Yarlong Zangbao Grand Canyon. So that water cut is known as the Yarlong Zangbao Grand Canyon, the deepest canyon in the world. The Tibetan plateau is still geologically active. Okay, it means that it continue to rise. It continue to rise. The plateau is a mountain which a flat surface. So that plateau is geologically active right now. It's increasing in size, continues to rise, gaining about zero point 0.1 centimeter per year in height. So if you make a 10 pieces of a 1 centimeter, so it will raise the one piece 0point 0.1 centimeter every year in height. So it means that it's active right now. It's active right now and it's increasing 0point 0.1 centimeter at a same time at a 1 year. Okay, so see, this one is the picture of a Grand Canyon's mountains. There are so many. There are so many. There are hundreds of mountains. There are hundreds of mountains, and in between there is a river also. So there are hundred of mountains available. This is the picture. I took it from the internet for you. So it's a Tibetan No, it's a uh, Yarlung Zangbao River across the valley. Zangbao Grand Canyon Mountains. Okay, so if you see in the picture on the page 39 that the Tibetan plateau with the snow covered Himalayas in the background. So Tibetan plateaus contains the big mountains. The Himalayas in the background are showing in the picture. See, the snow is over them. And figure 4.9 just show the map of the Tibet. Okay, so how much area in the China plateaus covered? It about 25%. It about 25%. Which plateau is known as the roof of the world? The Tibetan plateau. So now, now see, there is another picture. There is another picture. If you see this picture, it's a Zerlang, it's a Yarlang, Zangbao, Grand Canyon. See, the river is the river is uh, moving going across the mountains, cutting down. So this river making the cut, this river is making the cut among the mountains. These rivers are making the cut among the mountains. So that's why they are cut it down. Maybe if there is no river, so maybe there is a mountain, there is a complete mountain. But these rivers make a cut in the mountains. So I add these pictures just for you so that you guys can see how it looks like. Okay. So now everybody open the page number 40. Everybody open the page number 40. Okay, Malik is saying if we stand on the plateau, can we see the earth in the circle? No, not directly in this case because if, for example, if you see the earth, if you see the earth on any top of the mountain, it depends the height of the plateau. It depends on the height of the plateau. Okay, like Mount Everest, like Mount K2, these are the biggest mountains, highest mountains of the world. Okay, and when you go there you can't see anything down. Why? Because there is so much snowfall at the top. So it depends on which plateau you are going. For example, if you are going towards the plateau which is not that much high, then how you can see it? How you can see it? Okay, and for example, if we see sometimes earth in a circle, it because of our eye vision. It's because of our eye vision. Okay, because our eyes can't get the whole picture in a one way. For example, in a mobile, when you take a picture, it will take some specific area. But when you take a panorama shot in the mobile, you will take a complete picture. But for this, you have to move your mobile to take a panorama shot to understand the things are level. Otherwise, you just see in one direction. So, in the circle, it's nearly impossible. It's just eye vision which makes the things like a circle. If you are seeing the things on the if you are seeing the things on the from the plateau. Okay, so where is the largest plateau? We right now did it. Where is the largest plateau? See, the line is written. Southwest China southwest region is the highest and the most extensive plateau. So this is the highest one. Highest and the extensive. Extensive means the largest. So where it is? The Tibetan plateau. The Tibetan plateau is the highest and the largest plateau. I shall ask this, where is the largest plateau? So this is the answer. Yes, Abdul Rahman, I gave the answer to that question that it's the highest or the largest plateau. Okay, in the Tibet. Okay, now everybody open the page number 40. On the page number 40, what we have? The page number 40 is saying a plane. What is plane? A plane is an extensive, a word plane. A word plane just saying that a plane thing, like this, like this. A plane is an extensive. Extensive means large. A plane is a large, nearly level stretch. Level stretch means the land which is leveled. leveled stretch of a land. It is usually does not have any change in height or elevation. Elevation is just up and down of a land. Okay, elevation, like elevator. Why do we use elevator? To going up in the building or going down towards. Okay, so there is no change in the land. The land is leveled. Plains are usually lower than the land around them. They can be found along the coast or inland. Okay, the plain, the area which is straight, which is stretched, which is plain, so they are normally found near the sea. The area which is near the water is it's a coast. The area which is near the water, it's a coast. So it's founded near the coastal area or on the inland. They are often means mostly or commonly. They are oftenly well populated regions. Why these plains are the well populated regions means there are so many people living there, because the soil is suitable for growing crop. The soil is suitable for growing crop. Cultivation means the cultivation means growing crop. The area which is good for growing crop, so people do the cultivation there. And when the area which is used for cultivation, then people are also living there. So figure 5 4.10, the floodplains of Tonle Sap in Cambodia. They just add the pictures to give you the reference. Like same, like just I am adding the pictures for you in the presentation. So figure 4.10, and the land is flat. So the roads and railways are easily built. So the usage of plain is come when the area is plain. When the land is plain, what will happen? We can make the houses, we can make the roads, we can make the crops grow, we can make the railways easily. The Indo Gangetic Plain. Okay, now this is the area of India, Pakistan, Nepal, and Bangladesh. Okay, let me show you the picture, but wait a second. First, the Indo Gangetic Plain. Let me show you the picture now. See, this is a picture of a Indo Gangetic. No, not a Gangetic. Uh, India Gangetic Plain. Okay. So if you see, some part is from Pakistan, some part is from India, and some part is from Nepal, some part is from Bangladesh. See, Pakistan, India. These are the border. So they are just showing the plain land. See, the Nepal, some areas from Nepal, and some areas from Bangladesh, some areas from Pakistan, some areas from India. So that's why it is called as the Indo Gangetic Plain. Indo Gangetic Plain. That's why we call it Indo Gangetic Plain. So let me show you one picture for the plain. See, this picture just show the plain land. If you see, there are so many crops are growing. The people use these for the cultivation to grow crops. Why? The plain is land. There is no ups and down. There is no hill. There is no valley. Everything is clean and clear and straight. It's a level stretched land, and we can see till the end of the land. Okay, because of the leveling of the land. So what do we understand about the plane? That planes are good for the humans because humans use them for the roads, for railways, for growing crops, and they are straight. They are straight. The Indo-Gangetic Plain is an example. For example, is the most populated region. See, one more thing, plains are populated region. Yes. Why? Because people use them for their use. See, the Indo-Gangetic Plain, okay, the land soil of India, Pakistan, Nepal, and Bangladesh are the most populated region in the world. It is home to 1/7 of the world population. 1/7 of the world population. It comprises the flood plains of the Indus, okay, Ganges and the Brahmaputra river system. So it comprises means it contains or it have the floodplains of Indus, okay, and it contains the floodplains of Ganges and the Brahmaputra river systems. So, plain covers the northern and the eastern parts of India and most populous parts of Pakistan and almost all of Bangladesh. So plains are helping the different countries, India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Its fertile alluvial, its fertile alluvial soil is the primary reason for such a high concentration of for such a high concentration of so alluvial, as I told you, what does alluvial means? Alluvial means the thing which is made up of sand. Alluvial made up of sand. Fertile means fertile land means a land which is capable to grow crop. So the fertile land is a primary reason for such a high population of people because when the area is fertile, area is growing crops, so many people will live there. So in the Indo-Gangetic plain, the countries included are Pakistan, India, Nepal, and Bangladesh, as mentioned in the map. If you see, they are also just showing the Indo-Gangetic plain and the major rivers. They are just showing the Indo-Gangetic plain and the major rivers. Okay, so now everyone open the page number 41. Someone asked a question that what is big mountain or plateau? B- It depends. It depends. Sometimes the mountains are big, sometimes the plateaus are big. Okay, because they are just giving the height that they are 500 meters or above. Okay, so it depends. Sometimes mountains are big, sometimes plateaus are big. Both are mountains. Both are just mountain. Okay, but the difference between them is of shape. The difference between them is just of shape. The shape of plateau is flat at the top and the normal mountain doesn't flat at the top. Okay, so on the page number 41, the point is valley. A valley is a long depression surrounded by a higher grounds on the side. See, this is a valley. This side a mountain. This side a mountain. It's make a wall. It make a wall surrounded by a higher grounds. Surrounded by a higher grounds. Okay, these are the higher grounds on the side, and there this is a long depression. There are two types of valley. If you see, if you see there is a mountain. Let me make the valley like it's a mountain. It's a mountain. So, and there is one more. There is one more mountain at there. Okay. So, they have higher grounds on the side. And in between, what we have? In between, we have a river. In between, we have a river. So, that river or that area in between the mountains, it's not necessary that always there is a river, but that area in between, it's just a valley. That area is just a valley. The area which is surrounded by the mountains, by the higher grounds, the area which is surrounded by the higher grounds is a valley. So if you notice the shape, if you notice the shape of this thing is look like a V. It's look like a V. So there are two types of valley. The V-shaped valley. See, if you see this picture, I made it for you for the illustration that if you see it's making a V. The area between them is a valley. So it's look like a V. And the other is a U-shaped valleys. So U and V are near to each other. It depends. But on in the both in the V and in the U in the both side you have a higher grounds on the sides. River and streams cut steep walled. Steep means sharp. Rivers and streams cut steep, sharp, walled, and narrow depression in the land. See, they are saying the same thing. So it means that they are saying the rivers basically cut down the sharp edges between the mountains. They are cutting the sharp edges. When they cut the sharp edges, so the wall on the sides become the highest. So they are become the highest, and in between there is a river or the area. Okay, so rivers and stream cut steep walled narrow depression in the land, which from Far look like the letter V. Yes, if you see in this picture, they are also looking like a V shape. These are the V-shaped valleys. Figure 4.13. This picture they are showing is from Nepal. River valleys, especially those found in the mountains or the near North Pole or South Pole, are transformed by glaciers. So, the valleys, the river valleys which are found in the mountains or near the North Pole or South Pole are made by glaciers. Okay, glaciers are just piece of ices. Okay, big pieces of ices. As the massive blocks, massive means biggest, as the massive blocks of ice and snow move downhill, the valley floors. Okay, we are stopping it from here because the time of the period is finished right now. Transformed by the glacier, we will continue our lesson in the next class. From this point, the assignment is available right now. Everybody open the assignment and it's very easy. You guys can do the assignment. It's available there. Okay. So we will meet in the next class, inshallah. So bye everyone.